it comes to concrete, we've got you covered. RowPaint.com offers custom concrete coating services for your garage, business, warehouse, and more. And we do it in one day. We are your complete concrete coatings solution.
This is Bronco Nation News Live. The best interviews, the most informed opinions, the latest breaking news, all from the top Boise State insiders. Now, here's four-time NSMA Idaho Sports Writer of the Year, BJ Rains, with another edition of Bronco Nation News Live.
Well, greetings, Jay Tust. Happy Friday to folks at Bronco Nation News Live here at bronconationnews.com. I feel like I was just talking to you, Jay, because we were texting at like midnight, and here we are at 9 a.m. We put that show prep in, serious stuff, man. I wouldn't let you, skip the pre-show meeting last night. We had another one again about 6:30, and we're this morning, and we're ready to roll. But state tournament's going on. It's a busy time in the high school world. I think we saw you were at 7 or 8 games yesterday, but a lot to talk about.
I got to 10.
Okay,
don't shortchange me.
All right, well, 10 games. Again, I give you and Will Hall and all the other local sports journalists a lot of credit. That was, I'm not going to lie, it was one of the things I didn't love doing, and one of the reasons I left my former employer was some of that kind of stuff. And so I'm not going to lie, when I saw some of the tweets and stuff, I felt for you guys, but it's a busy couple of days. I think normally today I would have been out at state track all day on a Friday, and not to say I don't love state track or don't love covering high school athletics. I'm not trying to get that vibe off. I just this time of year enjoy a little more downtime sometimes.
So, I get it. Your former place of employment was actually located out in Canyon County. We
were in Nampa. The Idaho Press was in Nampa, yes.
Have you ever driven out there 3 times in a day before?
I haven't gone there and back 3 times. I've probably done it twice. I've had to go to the office and back, and probably came home at some point and gone back. But
I've definitely done it twice. I don't know if I've ever done it 3 times. Yesterday was 3 times. 164 miles in total.
Well, Rudy says that you covered more miles than a Grubhub driver yesterday.
I might have. Done that while I was doing it, Rudy. Dang it, I could have made some extra money.
And Nick Wade was asking if you change out of your suit in a phone booth.
Basically.
But we did see all the you got the Starbucks in. We saw you had a stop.
Yeah, I had to. That was the one blessing of yesterday's game. Is there's a blessing and a curse. The first one got over too fast for me to make it out there. But I got some of the games at the 5A level were over in like 90 minutes, so I got a little time to edit.
Tust and Hall, the Batman and Robin of prep sports, awesome coverage. Shout out KTVB was everywhere, so props to you and the KTVB team, Jay. You guys certainly put in the work, and I know all the local athletes and coaches and teams and parents sure appreciate it. And like I said, I'm not trying to say anything negative. I love high school sports, but I'm not going to lie, man. It was this would have been the day where we would have had state golf and then some of this stuff, and just I wasn't overly sad that I wasn't out there having to cover it yesterday with you. But props to you and the KTVB team. Like I said, did a great job, and appreciate you on a busy day and not much sleep for sticking to your commitment and waking up here and doing this with us on Friday. And we do have a good show planned for today. I am wearing my Blues hat, by the way. Big Blues win last night. Sorry, Joe Paris. We're 1-1 going back to St. Louis now. So I'm in a good mood this morning, man. Much better mood than I was on a Wednesday morning. Thankfully, I did the show by myself that day, so if I was grumpy, I didn't have to worry about updating anybody. We got great. Someone's saying that a mass murderer broke out of federal prison this morning. Thank you for the update there, Andrew Boyle. Okay, I wouldn't have probably clicked on that if I hadn't seen what it said, but all right, we'll look into that. Sam Hyde is on the loose, folks, so check out for that, I guess. But Jay, we're going to talk a little Marcus Shaver and then Davis Koetter. Davis Koetter, the wide receiver, is checking in at number 16 on our list. Crazy to believe we're already like over a third of the way done with this list, and we're down to number 16. We went with Davis Koetter, who we expect to be the number 2 wide receiver potentially this season and have a big role. And he's actually going to join us live here in about 10 minutes. So we'll talk Davis Koetter in a second, but I do want to talk about Marcus Shaver Jr. first. Me and Mike Prater kind of broke it down for most of the show yesterday. But what's your take? And I think most of us expected this to happen, but as I was saying yesterday, I think just to have it be official probably does calm the nerves of Bronco Nation a little bit to know he's back in the fold.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Like, it's never official until it's official, and finally he made it official the other day. I think that for me, the moment that kind of solidified it too was when they not only released the NBA combine tryouts, but even like the G League combine, and he wasn't on either of those lists. And so once that happened, it just kind of felt like it was a matter of time, before he was going to say that he was going to return to Boise State. And it was about a week or so after that he released the Instagram post as kids do these days, making it official that he will return to Boise State.
Now Mike Prater had a big issue with the signature there. What do you make of the signature there?
Yeah, no, I mean,
I said maybe the pen was going out or something, so it's not all there. I'm not sure, but I can tell the junior and I can see the number 10. That's what I can tell from that.
Yeah, that is interesting. I've never seen his autograph before.
Yeah, well,
just worry about everything above it. How about that? Just worry about everything above
or below it for the companies there that are helping out. Crave Delivery and Pro Image Sports, who are two sponsors.
My thing, even more so than like the signature, I think he cropped like the half of the Pro Image logo.
Yeah, and that's not just my my banner.
No.
Here. So we take that off. It was missing from the. But we do have to say, Crave Delivery and Pro Image Sports are both supporters of Bronco Nation News, so we do need to give them a shout out and say, way to go there to Travis Oxen Company. And you're seeing local businesses, man. We saw Matt Boucher do it for Chibuzo Ogbo. I mean, you're seeing local supporters of Boise State Athletics, boosters that own businesses are finding ways to make this work. And it's a new era that we live in now. But, I don't know if Marcus Shaver is going to make enough from Crave Delivery and Pro Image Sports that he could have made if he wanted to go play in France or something this year, but it helps a little bit and going to put some cash in his pocket and certainly has an impact and plays a role in all this.
I bet you if you add in the value of his scholarship and everything like that with some of these deals, it probably isn't like too far off of what he would have, potentially made professionally next year. And if like the G League was the next stop, then he definitely is making more. Like the cost of a scholarship at Boise State for, is probably worth more than, 1 year of compensation in the G League.
But what do you make quickly just of the whole roster now? You get him back. You have the big three, so to speak, now is Tyson Degenhart, Marcus Shaver Jr., and Chibuzo Ogbo. They still probably need to find a center. I mean, they've got one scholarship left. I know technically Emmanuel Acott is still out there. But right now, I mean, if you have to go to a starting five, Lucas right now it would be Lucas Milner, and then I don't know if Max Rice maybe is a starter right now. I mean, I don't know where you go, but I like the roster. I like some of the pieces, but I really do think they're still one player away.
Yeah, I mean, probably, yeah. One player away from really being in a similar position to where they were, last year, I would say. I think they can contend with what they have right now, but if you really want to solidify your chances of being in the upper echelon in the Mountain West and going back to an NCAA tournament, you feel like one more piece would be nice. I mean, they're going to use it. They have the availability to use it, so it's not like they're not going to use it. I don't know how they're going to use it, but do you have enough confidence in Lucas Milner and some of the bigs behind them and their young development to feel confident that like you can go to and address another position like a guard or do you get that big? I don't really know. I would assume they're gonna attack the transfer portal and try to go get a big, but getting Marcus Shaver back is huge because he averaged a little over 13 points per game last year. At one point in time, I think he was above 14. He dealt with an injury down the stretch, just wasn't himself. We saw that not only the Mountain West Conference tournament, but really in the NCAA tournament. But this is a guy that could easily average 15, 16 points a game for the Broncos next year. So a massive, massive addition. And now, a guy like Chibuzo Ogbo or somebody that you're going to ask to score a little bit more, they don't necessarily have to score as much because you get a guy like Marcus Shaver back who not only, by the way, can he produce, but he produced in the biggest of the big moments for Boise State. Without Marcus Shaver Jr. last year, I truly don't believe that Boise State's in the NCAA tournament. Without his shot at Utah State, at Fresno State, there's a good chance that they would have been on the wrong side of things. I know that the auto bid, I get that, but it would have felt a lot different going to Las Vegas, because the one thing we highlighted this year, BJ, is this was the first time in the Leon Rice tenure where they went to Las Vegas not feeling like they had the weight of the world on their shoulders.
Oh, and I'm sure that played a factor. Yeah,
I think that it probably played a factor.
Hey, we're giving away a free pizza today. Everybody likes pizza. Friday is pizza night, so West Side Pizza. It's a new sponsor of ours, West Side Pizza. It's right there on Overland Road. You get 25% off. How about this? 25% off your entire order if you just use the promo code BNN25. BNN25. You get 25% off your entire order if you order at westsidepizza.com. And if you do carry out, it's $10 for a large pizza. You use the 25%, it's only $7.50. All of a sudden, you're getting 2 large pizzas for $15. So Friday night, it's a perfect day for pizza. Check out West Side Pizza. It's on West Overland Road, right there by the Flying Y, kind of by the Walmart there across the street from that. So please support them. And we're giving away a free pizza today. So whoever has the best comment or question or interactions at the end of the show, Jay will pick somebody to give out a free pizza from West Side Pizza. And please support them. And also, Jay, I've been doing it all week. Let's give away another round of golf too. Timberstone Golf Course. We got a free round of golf today. 2 weeks from today. Right now, Jay, you'll be teeing it up. Actually, by now, you're probably putting for birdie on hole 1 here 2 weeks from today at the Timberstone Golf Course for the Bronco Nation News Golf Classic. 2 weeks from today.
If that's the case, we're playing best ball, and you've paired me with one hell of a golfer. Probably Rudy.
It is a scramble format, so that may be the case, and Rudy is playing. And somebody commented on the logo looks real clean on that card. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? There you go. But we got a free pizza to give away and a free round of golf. So get your comments in, get your questions in. Let us know why you think you should win that. Timberstone Golf Course, the best greens in the valley. It's 5 years in a row, I believe. They've been voted as one of the best golf courses. And I'll be playing next Tuesday, I believe. If folks want to get out there and play, playtimberstone.com. You can book your tee time. Tad Holloway, the head pro out there, Kelly Christensen, the GM, both big BSU fans. I believe Tad played golf at BSU back in the day. So check them out, playtimberstone.com, book that tee time. Timberstone Golf Course, a great supporter of Bronco Nation News, and we appreciate their support here on the show. Davis Koetter, Jay, going to join us in just a couple of minutes. He comes in at number 16 on our list of players. Last year didn't have the largest of stats, 14 catches, 160 yards, had that kind of memorable first touchdown on the blue against Oklahoma State with his dad in the stands. But with Octavius Evans leaving, with Khalil Shakir leaving, and not a lot of proven depth behind him, you're talking about a guy that was very productive in 2019 at Portland State. And as I wrote about, it'll be online shortly, I think what he did at Portland State, that 2019 season, when you look at those stats, 38 catches, 626 yards, 8 touchdowns, maybe not quite the 8 touchdowns, but I think 38 catches for 500-600 yards might be what he could do this year.
I think you might need it out of him. You look at the production that they lost last year with, Khalil Shakir moving on to the NFL. And I mean, that guy, he was so far and away ahead of everyone else when it came to his catch total. He had 77. Then it's the drop off to Octavius Evans and Steph Cobbs, who each had 34. Obviously, you lose Octavius Evans. So you return Steph Cobbs. Well, after that, who was the second leading wide receiver that will return in 2022? Davis Koetter, 14 catches, 160 yards, had that 1 touchdown, as you mentioned, against Oklahoma State. So it seems like he is certainly in line to have a more productive fall. I know that Latrell Caples, Billy Bowen, some of those other guys will work their way into the mix, even in Austin Bolton, stuff like that. But in terms of stability, solidifying the position room, Davis Koetter feels like he's going to play a big part on this team. Even if I'm not talking about a 60-catch season, it feels like he's going to have tremendous value to this team.
Well, we're going to talk to Davis in just a second, but first, a word about Transportation Compliance Service. You can check them out online, transcomservice.com. If you're looking to get into the trucking industry or a fresh start to career change, the trucking industry is just booming right now because of the pandemic, and TCS can help you get out on the road and get all those permits and things done as soon as possible. So check them out if you want to get into the trucking industry, transcomservice.com. Another national company based here in Boise, United Commercial Insurance. They can write policies in 44 states around the country. Check them out. If you're a business owner, you're starting a business, business. They make business insurance easy. So 229-8222. Ask for Brandon. You can check them out, UnitedCommercialInsurance.com. And again, you may think you have good rates for business insurance, but a 5-minute call, you might be surprised what you can do. And don't forget about Boise Dentistry Co. as well. As I said earlier in the week, saw Dr. Meinert last week. No cavities. The teeth are looking good. So check them out. BoiseDentistryCo.com is the spot. Full family dentistry. And they got locations across the Treasure Valley. And always enjoy talking BSU sports with Dr. Meinert when you're in the chair. So check them out if you're looking for a dentist. BoiseDentistryCo.com. JL Skinner will be out there at the golf tournament on behalf of Boise Dentistry Co. In 2 weeks. So I know they've got an NIL deal they're working on. So thanks to Boise Dentistry Co. As well. And Jay, we mentioned Davis Koetter and coming in on our list at number 16 as we kind of look at the some of the important players for the Boise State football team in 2022. And we welcome Mr. Koetter to the show right now. Davis, how's it going, man?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. We appreciate you coming on the show and talking a little football. And I know this is kind of a downtime for you guys. You're getting a little free time away from football, so we appreciate you making a few minutes for us here and for Bronco Nation. And what's the outlook for you last year? You come in, you score a touchdown, you contribute a little bit, but I know you're probably looking to do bigger and better things here in 2022.
Yeah. Last year we were really, really deep last year, and I think we are this year too. But so I kind of knew I wasn't going to have a huge role. I played a lot of special team snaps last year. So just trying to help the team any way I can. And I think this year that'll be a little more on the offensive side too. So I'm excited about that.
How do you feel like you fit in this year, and in terms of just having another year with Tim Plow and another year with the connection with Hank Bachmeier, and just it was a whirlwind for you, I'm sure, not playing in 2020, and then maybe going to Missouri, and then coming to Boise State, and then having to meet new teammates and the whole transfer thing for the first year. I mean, do you just feel like year two here you're in a much better spot?
Yeah, no doubt. I'm where I'm supposed to be, and I'm a big believer that everything works out the way it's supposed to, and I'm definitely where I'm supposed to be, and I'm excited about this year. And one more. I always joke I'm going to be the oldest player in college football this year, non-LDS. But no, I'm excited about having one more year, and I'm looking forward to
it. Davis, does it feel like you've been in college for a while, bud?
It has. Yeah, it has.
With I go back to, and I'm going to relate this to Leon Rice, Abu Kijab in a situation with the Boise State basketball team. Abu Kijab made a decision last year to exercise his COVID year of eligibility so he can't come back and play. He was fantastic. Led his team to the NCAA tournament, won Mountain West tournament MVP, all that stuff. Leon said, though, that there was an agreement going into the season, not only was Boise State going to make him better, but he was going to make Boise State better. So if you come back for your sixth year of college, your second year at Boise State, what do you offer Boise State, and what does Boise State offer you in this situation that makes it worth coming back again?
Yeah. And you guys didn't even ask me how excited I was about Shaver coming back. I'm a little offended by that.
We got 10 minutes here, man. We were going to get to
that. No, I think, well, first of all, what Boise State offers me, which is probably more than what I offer them, is just this program. You guys know, you guys have been here a while. This program is special. Anyone who's touched this program knows how special it is. And my dad's a great example of that. I mean, every stop we've been, Boise State has always been one of our favorites. And we've kept up with Boise State everywhere we've been. So the tradition here, our coaches learning this system has been special and important for me as someone who wants to go on and coach. Learning from Coach Avalos, all the way down the list. Matt Miller, one of the greats who's played here at the position. So I'm thankful that I get to be a part of it. Boise State, when I tell you being on the blue on a Saturday afternoon or Friday night or Saturday night, it is one of the most special things I've been a part of. And it's a special experience. And I've had some pretty cool football experiences. So I'm really excited about that. And I hope that the way I play and just leaving it all out there kind of gives a little bit of me back to Boise State.
Davis, I certainly think that Bronco Nation feels your words when it comes to that. That's pretty cool. What do you want to accomplish this year, though? I mean, I know that you're the coach's kid, and you're going to probably have a great answer to this, where it doesn't involve too many stats or anything like that. But There was once a really good possession wide receiver out of Boise State that went on to the NFL, and everybody kept calling him a possession wide receiver, right? And it was kind of a backhanded compliment because he felt like his skill set was more versatile than that. So what do you feel like you are capable of beyond, just being super knowledgeable about the game and selfless too?
Yeah, big thing for me this year is trying to bring people with me. We got a lot of young receivers who are, have the capacity to be really, really good. Latrell Caples, Austin Bolt, Cole Wright, Ben Ford. I mean, the list, Eric McAllister, the list goes on and on. And, I take a lot of pride in wanting to bring those guys along and help them along the process because, one, I've just been around a lot of football. And then two, I've been in college 6 years. So I've probably seen everything that they're going to see or have been through. So I take a lot of pride in trying to bring everybody with me. And then personally, I also think that, I'm a pretty explosive guy, and I know that it might not look that way, but, I think that when I'm playing at my best, no one can stop me. So.
We got a lot of live comments coming in on our YouTube channel here and some of the social media aspects. Dayton says, Davis, this interview is what I needed on a Friday. How can you not be excited for the upcoming season hearing Davis's energy? Randy's asking about the slot. Where do you see in terms of the position at wide receiver? He says he sees you doing great things in the middle of the field. I don't know if it's too early for that or not, but are you lining up at wide receiver? What do you kind of see is where you fit in here?
Yeah, in the spring, I played large majority in the slot. I enjoy playing in the slot. I can do both. I think it's an advantage for me to play in the slot because of what I can do in the run game, blocking bigger guys, blocking linebackers and safeties. So having me closer to the box, I think is to our advantage. But I think it'll be kind of a rotation, and we'll see guys all over the place and guys going inside and outside. So I like to believe there's no such thing as a slot receiver. We're all receivers, and you move around based on your advantage to get a matchup.
You talked about how cool it was on a Saturday to be playing on the blue, and we've all know the story and connection with your dad and stuff. But take us back to that Oklahoma State game, man. Scoring a touchdown on the blue with your family in the stands. I know we talked to you either after the game or that week after that, but what was that moment like, scoring a touchdown on the blue with everything, your family and the connection at Boise State?
Yeah, it was really cool. I've scored a few touchdowns in college, but none like that. It was special, and it's fun to make plays in big games. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I could care less. I had a drop on 3rd and 11 in that game. That would have been a huge first down in the second half when we could have moved the ball. Hank and I missed an opportunity in the red zone on a slot fade where we got man coverage. He was getting blitzed, and we didn't connect there. That would have been a touchdown. I don't really think about those. I think about all the ones we missed and, how far we have to go and also how close we are to being, really, really good.
I think that, this is the time of year you probably think a little bit of the shortcomings because you can go out there and work on them. You brought up, your ability to impact the ground game, Davis, and another thing when you have wide receiver next to your name, that's such like a trait that's overlooked. How much were you asked to do though when it came to blocking in the run game, and who's the guy that you watch that motivates you to be better in that regard? Because wide receivers don't want to keep their hands clean, they don't want to get jammed fingers or all that stuff. When it comes to that stuff, a lot of it is just will. So who's the guy that kind of motivates you and wants you to be who you are when it comes to blocking in the ground game?
Yeah, when I first changed position to receiver, that was when my dad was still in Tampa, and he had Chris Godwin, who's one of the best run blocking receivers in the NFL. And my dad told me that's who you need to watch, and that's who you need to try to be like. And I think he's a great example of someone who's just extremely tough and dominant in the run game. And then as we've seen recently, Cooper Kupp has taken this big leap, and I think he's always been good in the run game, but now he's on everyone's radars. One of the better receivers in the league, and so he's fun to watch as a guy that came out of the Big Sky too. So that's another one I like to watch. Yeah,
can't get enough of Cooper Kupp in any way, shape, or form. When it comes to you look at the Fresno State game last year, and it felt like you guys were so much of who you want to be on offense. You were able to go up tempo, a lot of 2-3 minute scoring drives. You got more possessions. It just seems like that's like the offense that Tim Plow wants. And oh, by the way, you hung 40 on the board in a blowout road victory. One key piece though was a healthy George Holani. So when you are run blocking and George Holani is back there, like how much more motivating is it? Because you know that if you hold this just a half a second longer, it could mean a huge run for a guy like him.
No doubt. I mean, I always laugh, like coaches, some coaches get paid a lot of money and football can be this complex game. But we all know at the end of the day how different it is when George Holani's out there and when he's not. And, you can have it all drawn up exactly how you think. And then, something hits the fan and, it goes a completely different way. And then the best athletes show why they're the best athletes. And that's what George Holani is. And it makes our jobs a lot easier because sometimes you might even not even have a good block and he just makes you right. And so, that's the advantage of having guys like George Holani on your team.
Jordan says, hard to forget that touchdown strike against Oklahoma State. Going to be a lot of those this next season, no doubt. Kurt Blake reminding us 103 days until the Oregon State game. He says, kick butt, Davis. We were out there at spring practice, Davis, and I don't know if your dad missed a spring practice. He was at there almost every one of them, at least the ones that we were there. What's that like? You're out there playing, you're doing your thing, and then you look over on the sideline. You're one of the only guys in the team that gets to have his dad at practice. What's kind of that like? And it may be kind of corny or cliche, but do you have conversations with him after practice about things he saw and ways you can improve and stuff?
Oh yeah, that was first of all, it's super cool. I missed out on a lot of time while my dad was coaching, so it's cool to make up on some of that time now. And man, it's really fun having him there. And then after practice, 100%, I'm using him as a resource, and he's coaching me harder than anybody else. So it's fun to come off and get his. Well, sometimes not always fun because you know how he is. He's brutally honest sometimes, but it's fun to come off and get his opinion on how things are going and ideas of what I can do to make me a better player.
How cool was the fact that his retirement, and who knows what the future holds, but his retirement, worked perfectly with you coming to Boise State. And I don't know how much that, played into his factor not to keep coaching, but that you've had these 2 years where not only are you here, but he's here and your family's here. And that's kind of had to have added to the coolness of all this.
It's amazing. And that, that was one of the biggest blessings of it all because, when I was in Portland, I was 2,500 miles away from my parents. And now I'm 2 miles away from my parents. And that's amazing. So my girlfriend and I get to go up there and have dinner all the time and go hang out and watch games. And it's been really special.
Well, final question for me, and then I don't know if Jay has anything else for you, but we kind of touched off the top, Davis, but just this opportunity. You've been waiting for this for a long time, and you obviously had a huge 2019 season at Portland State, but now at the Division I level, national TV every game, and here you are with a chance to have a season like that, put up 30, 40, 50, 60, who knows how many catches, and be a major factor in this offense. I don't know if this is what you saw or planned for when you committed here 2 years ago, or last year, whatever it was, but just the opportunity you have here where it appears you're pretty high up on the depth chart and have a chance to make a big impact here. How exciting is that for you? How motivating is that for you? And what is it going to be like kind of as you push forward towards September 3rd, whatever you said, 103 days to you got to be pretty excited.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I'm very excited. And, this is what you work for. You put in a lot of time. And, when I came here, I knew what I was coming here for. That's what I wanted. I wanted to be on the big stage. I wanted to play against the best teams. And, that's what I got. So I can't wait. And in 103 days, then we'll get to see it all come to fruition.
I think when you're a little bit younger, sometimes these summers, they seem long, but as you get a little bit older, man, the days go by a little bit faster, and maybe you just feel a little bit more pressure to make the most of the days. And maybe that's the reason why. But does it feel like the season opener is a long ways away for you, Davis? And I know you didn't play at Oregon State, but you're going back close-ish to where you started this journey. So is it all fitting that it kind of ends near where you started this thing?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It always seems further than it is, right? You say 100 days, and you're going, oh, I got so much time, and then you snap your fingers and you're in fall camp. So, the time is definitely an illusion in college football. It goes by quick, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to go down to Corvallis and have a little party down there.
Well, we appreciate your time, Davis, and I know in the sports media we look for kind of the cool stories and all that, and you're certainly one of them coming over here and the whole connection. And so we appreciate your time, appreciate you chatting with us, and looking forward to seeing big things from you on the Blue this fall, and it should be a fun fall for you and the team. We appreciate your time, man.
Thanks for having me. Go Broncos.
There he is, Davis Koetter. Appreciate his time and always enjoy catching up with him, Jay. And certainly nice of him. As I said, they're in the middle of like a break time right now, and he was still nice enough to give us some time. And I know sometimes stories can be overblown and the whole dad connection and all that, but it is a pretty dang cool story to be at a spring practice and look over and there's your dad watching practice.
Yeah, especially when your dad's Davis Koetter. I will say this. And I'll do my best to probably, as I cover Davis this year, kid deserves his due. I mean, he makes an impact. It's not just his dad that's making an impact over there at Boise State. Davis is really, really well respected within those halls. And, I was talking with one of the coaches, when there was kind of that uncertainty of who and how many would come back and stuff like that. And one of them, they kind of turned and joked like, Davis obviously has a spot. Like he means too much to us. So,
yeah.
That was always one that if he wanted it, he was going to be back. He's a smart kid. He's going to lead that receiving room, if not in catches, in a number of other ways. And who knows, maybe he leads it in catches. But just a kid you want around your football team, without a doubt.
I mean, are you cool with him being like in the 16 range? I mean, is that when I put the list together, I'm thinking there's probably some fans that are Davis Koetter 16, really? And it's nothing against Davis Koetter, but he had what, 14, 15, 16 catches last year. But I do think when you look at who left and the rest of the wide receiver room behind him, and we all expect Latrell Caples to do some things. Austin Bolt's going to be a factor. You got, Billy Bowen's back. I mean, there's certainly some talent in that room, but you look at the experience factor and just the smarts factor and what you expect from him. I expect him to be a major factor at wide receiver for this team.
Well, once again, as I said a little bit earlier, when it comes to the returning wide receivers, after Steph Cobbs, Davis Koetter has the second most catches amongst wide receivers that are returning in 2022. And if you expect Latrell Caples and Austin Bolton, all these guys, Billy Bowens, to have bigger years, I guarantee you in one way, shape, or form, Davis Koetter is going to impact those guys. And so, I'm cool with Davis at 16 on the list. Again, everybody's going to judge this thing differently. If you want him to go out and have a 80 catch season, I mean, straight up, I don't know how realistic that is, but he's going to impact this team, no doubt, to the point that probably worthy of the 16th overall player.
Well, we got to give away a pizza. We got to give away some golf, but Jay, I will let you go. I know you got a lot going on. We appreciate your time today, man, as always, and good luck. We'll be following KTVB all day today and tomorrow. What is the schedule? We got is track and field today, and then you got
track and field today. It's also tomorrow.
More semifinals for baseball, I believe. Yeah, and
all SIC semifinal at the 5A level. 4A is doing really well.
Where's the softball tournament this year?
It's up north. Dang it. I wish they'd hold it down here, but unfortunately they don't. But anyways, I do got to get going, BJ, because I got to jump on this other thing and try to win a free pizza and some round of golf. I'm trying to
you've got free pizza and golf whenever you're ready, man. That's part of your payment, man. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you Tuesday, but we'll see you 2 weeks from today out at Timberstone for the golf tournament. Looking forward to that, but appreciate it, man. And we'll be watching KTVB all weekend for all the state tournament coverage.
Sounds good, bud. Have a good Friday.
Yep, you too, man. Appreciate it. There he is, Jay Tust, and we're going to give away that pizza and that golf in just a second. But first, want to tell you about Ridley's Family Markets. ShopRidleys.com. 13 Idaho locations. You can check them out all across the state. The at-home shopping, the Skip app, the home delivery. Ridley's Family Markets. Big fans, big supporters of Boise State, and you should return the favor to them. I frequent the Cuno location often. You can get more information, find the location near you at shopridleys.com. Another great supporter, the Blue and Orange Store, theblueandorangestore.com. You saw Marcus Shaver ink his deal with Pro Image. That's the same company with the Blue and Orange Store there. You can go to the Boise Town Square Mall. They've got the location right there where the Blue and Orange Store and Pro Image are connected. All the Boise State gear, all the Actually bought 2 Cardinals hats from there the other day at the Pro Image store. So all your Boise State gear, all your sports gear in general, check them out at the Boise Town Square Mall, or you can check them out online. They've got some kind of daily deals and specials online at the blueandorangestore.com. So we appreciate their support. They will be giving away the prizes for first place at the golf tournament. So thank you to the Blue and Orange Store for stepping up and doing that. Matt Bauscher is going to be at the golf tournament as well. The number 1 ranked realtor in the Treasure Valley. Check him out, BauscherRealEstate.com. Appreciate him for his continued support of Bronco Nation News. So thank you to Matt Bauscher. And you'll see him out there, and he's going to participate in the Q&A, so you can meet Matt as well. Lithia Ford of Boise, our pregame and postgame sponsors of here on Bronco Nation News. Compare, shop, finance. You can do it all online, lithiafordboise.com. They are providing the hole-in-one. There's the signs that we got in the other day. If you get a hole-in-one on hole 6 at the golf tournament, you win a brand new Ford Escape, thanks to Lithia Ford Boise. So check them out, lithiafordboise.com, and all 4 of the par 3s will have a hole-in-one. And how about this? I just got an email while we're doing the show requesting a foursome, and you may have heard of some of these folks. Sam McCaskill, Thomas Spurbeck, Alec Danins, and Nick Danins are wanting in the tournament. So 3 former Broncos, Thomas Spurbeck, Sam McCaskill, and Alec Danins are going to be now participating, and that means we only have 2 foursomes left in the tournament. So we're down to 2 foursomes, as we just sold one there to 3 former Broncos. That's pretty cool that they want to get in the tournament, and we appreciate them for that. And looking forward to having them out there. Maybe we can steal them for the Q&A for a few minutes and check in during lunch and see how they're doing. So, okay, we've got free pizza I mentioned, and if you get a chance today, folks, please, if you're looking for something for dinner tonight, West Side Pizza. As I said, BNN25 is the promo code. BNN25, is the promo code, and you get 25% off your entire order. This is a perfect time to do it. Support a new sponsor here. Let them know their advertising's working. Let's get the Bronco Nation News family to rally behind here. West Side Pizza. They, had a change in general manager in the last few months, and they've revamped some things there. They've actually got this 7-pound pizza. We're going to try to do an eating contest there at some point. But if you go online, westsidepizza.com, BNN25, you get 25% off your entire order. This tonight is a perfect night, this weekend, perfect time to get some pizza. And again, they have carry-out pizzas for $10. If you use the promo code, it's $7.50. You can get 2 large pizzas for $15. I mean, that's incredible. So westsidepizza.com. Check them out. Use the promo code BNN25. They're located there by the Walmart, kind of by the Flying Y across the street there. So appreciate them. And every week we're giving away a free pizza as part of our deal with them. Who wants the free pizza? Let's see here. Kurt Blake. Have you won anything before, Kurt? Kurt, I don't think you've won a golf. I don't think you've won a pizza. If Kurt can chime back in, he was very active today, and he's saying me for the pizza. So, Kurt, I don't believe you've won anything. If you haven't, you're our winner. Let me know, and I'll get this to you. Go ahead and email me. Kurt says no. Randy, how about Randy? Are you interested in the golf? Randy says me. How about a free round of golf at Timberstone Golf Course, Randy? If Randy Stevens is interested in golf, let me know, and you can have the golf for today. And Kurt, if you want the pizza is yours. So Kurt Blake, please email me. Go ahead and email me, Kurt. It's rains@bronconationnews.com. rains@bronconationnews.com. Okay, Randy, the golf is yours. Randy Stevens, congratulations to you. So we're giving away lots of stuff here, man. We're going to be doing this on a regular basis here at Bronco Nation News. Free golf, free pizza, all kinds of great stuff we're giving away. So appreciate you folks for interacting, and hope that you feel like you're getting some value and it's worth it to you to watch our shows here on a daily basis and comment and all those things. And we really do appreciate it. So Randy, please email me, rains@bronconationnews.com. Kurt, email me as well, rains@bronconationnews.com, and we will drop your free certificates in the mail for your free pizza and your free golf. And again, please support Timberstone Golf Course, playtimberstone.com. Take advantage of them and thank them for being a BNN supporter. And the same with West Side Pizza, westsidepizza.com. Check them out, and we appreciate them and hope that you folks will take advantage of their 25% off offer, BNN25, and help let them, they can track all that, and they're going to know if it's working or not. So hopefully we can get them some sponsor, get them some business and make them want to keep sponsoring with us. As I mentioned, we only have 2 foursomes left, and I've been talking about it, but I want to sell this thing out. You're going to have Johnny and Prater doing Idaho Sports Talk out there. You're going to have a chance at a hole-in-one if you get a car if you get a hole-in-one. You're going to have Tin Roof Tacos out there passing out free tacos. You're going to have Chef Wally, formerly of Fat Guys Fresh Deli. He now owns his own catering business, Just Cater It. He's going to be out there cooking up an incredible lunch buffet after the round. During that lunch buffet, we're going to have a Q&A with some of the distinguished guests. We've got coaches from some of the local teams, former Boise State players, a lot going on. It's going to be awesome. You get drinks on the course. We're going to have Stein Distributing providing alcohol, non-alcoholic beverages, the whole thing, and it's all included in your price. So you get lunch, you get to meet some cool people, you get a chance at a car for a hole-in-one. There's closest to the pin. There's long drive competitions. There's, as I said, free alcohol. And, oh, by the way, free swag. You get free golf balls. You get a free golf towel. You get a T-shirt. You get a koozie. You get sunglasses, all kinds of stuff in the swag bag. It's going to be, all awesome. We got Liquid Death mountain water as well that folks can try out. It's this new canned water. That's a pretty cool thing. So, and then there's going to be a really cool raffle. The proceeds of the raffle go into the Idaho Youth Sports Commission, and we've got golf bags, camping chairs, coolers, all kinds of Crave Delivery gift certificates, Tin Roof Tacos gift certificates, free rounds of golf all across the valley. 3 lessons from Tad Holloway out at Timberstone. He's contributing. So a lot of awesome stuff. It's going to be a great day, and it's 2 weeks from today. I just can't wait. Every day, new stuff's coming in, new signs, new swag for the bags. It's just been a lot of fun planning this, but we are almost there. And we only have 2 foursomes left. So if you want to enter as an individual, we do have a couple foursomes that have a spot open. So reach out to me. It's $125 individually or $500 for a foursome, and we'll get you signed up. And again, a lot of great stuff going on, and it's coming up on June 3rd. That's 2 weeks from today. So appreciate everybody for checking it out. Another week is in the books. We have gotten through the first 10 the last 2 weeks in our football countdown. We'll pick it up on Monday with number 15. And we'll get all the other Boise State news. I think Coach Schultz is going to join us next week from the softball team. We're going to have the new tennis coach joining us. Maybe we'll get Coach Potter back on to wrap up the golf season. We got a lot going on, and there'll be more basketball news, I'm sure, as well. Going to try to get Coach Rice on before he heads to Houston and then to Mexico with Team USA. So a lot going on. You know where to be, 9 a.m. every day right here at BroncoNationNews.com, the social media channels, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Make sure you're following all those various channels. The audio podcast, if you want to do that as well, we would appreciate you subscribe on iTunes. Just go to the Apple Podcast app or iTunes. I believe it's also on Amazon Music and Spotify. You can subscribe there, and then you can get your fix audio-wise if you're podcasting and driving in your car or whatever. And I guess, as Randy says, thank you for your daily coverage of Bronco sports. Appreciate that, Randy. But the comment of the day, and I knew it was a good choice giving you the free round of golf when Randy said, go Blues. So, yes, big win for my Blues last night. I'm a diehard St. Louis Blues hockey fan. If you haven't been able to tell that from my social media feed, me and my 7-year-old son, it's been fun watching the games with him. And huge Game 3 in St. Louis tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. So I will be enjoying a couple cold ones and watching the Blues tomorrow night. So hope everybody else can have a fun, safe weekend. And 9 a.m. on Monday, John Mallory will join me. We'll continue that countdown. And as I said, a lot of other stuff to get into as well. But if you want in the golf tournament, wouldn't shock me if we're sold out by the end of the weekend. Only 2 foursomes left. So reach out to me, Rains at BroncoNationNews.com. And Randy and Kurt, email me. We'll get you your certificates as well. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Great rest of your Friday. Appreciate all of you. And we're having a lot of fun with the family here at BroncoNationNews.com. And I feel like all you commenters and folks are like family now. So I'm looking forward to meeting and seeing a lot of you out at the golf tournament in 2 weeks. And maybe after that, we can do like a monthly happy hour or something at the James, or keep in touch that way so we can keep the Bronco Nation News family growing and together as well. So thanks. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later. Bronco Nation News live at BroncoNationNews.com.
At ICCU, to make a difference, it takes just one connection. A friendly face, an open ear, a helping hand. And then something amazing happens. We find out that we're better together. This is what Idaho Central does in our communities every day. We help our members with the small things and big dreams. This is what believing in you is all about. Idaho Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.